The challenge. Faced with pending retirements, our industry is continually challenged with the imminent loss of skills and knowledge created when senior-level employees exit the workforce. There is a demonstrated need to develop a variety of methods that will help retain knowledge despite rising retirement rates. The solution. To combat knowledge loss within the organization, ATCO Electric recognized the need to develop a formalized network of subject matter experts with a range of seniority, specialties, and skill sets to disseminate knowledge and expertise within the organization and to facilitate internal training initiatives on an as-needed basis.
The reason we have a subject matter expert network, the gap that we were facing, is because the organization as a whole knew they were losing knowledge and skill. Just like every other company right now, the demographics are showing that people are aging, leaving the workforce, and because of that, they say, well, what can we do? What can we do to possibly fill that knowledge and skill gap? If we bring in instructors from the outside, if we bring in knowledge and expertise from the outside, they don't necessarily understand what ATCO Electric is about. And so by having an SME network, we have people who understand our culture, who are part of our history, who can pass that on. When I first came to ATCO Electric, it was very important that I speak to the executive and talk about what the model would look like. Without that support, the subject matter experts just are not available. What I did when I came to ATCO Electric was actually do a roadshow where we went around and we talked about, here's what the model will look like, here's what an SME network looks like, and here's the challenges we'll face. And I said to them, the bottleneck will be their availability. So we get our subject matter experts from all over the company. It's not about only technical training. At ATCO Electric, we deal with all training with our training group. And so it doesn't matter whether they're in accounting, whether they're in safety, whether they're a technical line person. The point is that we want to have subject matter experts that are internal, that have knowledge and skill based on what we do in the company and have an ability to transfer that knowledge to other employees and their peers. Our SMEs are young, they're old, and they're in the middle of their careers. We don't choose only people who are retiring. We can choose any age group, but one important part of the overall demographic is the people who have been with our company for a long time. And they can help pass on that history, that culture to the rest of the organization through the SME network. What we do is make sure that we give them the knowledge and the skills to be able to manage that new role. So we do a train-the-trainer course for them. We do peer evaluations. We have mentoring where they will sit in with other instructors to help them determine whether or not they can feel comfortable in those skill sets. For people who are taking on this role late in their career, the overall reaction they have is really good because most of them view it as a continuous learning path for themselves. So they see it as something they're interested in, they want to continue to learn, it's a new skill for them. Some of them have never been in the classroom before. Every SME receives a letter of recognition to themselves and to their supervisor for what they've done and what they've contributed. That information gets passed on, and other people gain interest. They want to become SMEs, and our executive supports the concept. They like the idea. They want to retain the knowledge and skill in our organization, and they know that that's our way to continue forward in the future, is to have that knowledge and skill embedded in the organization. We're at 71 SMEs right now organizationally that we formally have documented as subject matter experts. And what we do is we keep a list of who those SMEs are and what their areas of expertise are. And we've helped each one of those SMEs to varying degrees develop their skill sets as subject matter experts. What's happening and what we're seeing is our culture is now changing. So the advice to organizations, if you think short term, you'll never have an SME network. If you think long term and you say you want to embed knowledge and skill into your organization, if you get the buy-in from your executive, from the middle management, you will have the people. They will come.